interrupt your normal coffee break programming to bring you something really special. If you guys know, or you follow me on Instagram at CoffeeBreakwithDani, you know that I like to plan my videos ahead of time. In fact, most of my videos are filmed like 2 weeks in advance. So I just interrupted my whole plan. I stopped what I was doing. I, broke into my calendar, and I have something super special for you guys. I was doing a no buy for September that lasted like 35 seconds. So I am so glad I broke my no buy, because 2 days after I broke my no buy, Urban Decay launched their holiday collection. Yes. Last year, they had a Vice palette that I still kick myself in the big old booty because I did not get it, and now I can't find it anywhere, and I'm not gonna pay $300 on eBay. So this year, when they were like Vice palette 2, I was like, yes, please. The most amazing, important, most incredible thing about this whole thing is that all 20 colors are brand new. Now, usually what they do is they mix in old colors in their collections, and so you have repeats. If you're a fan of Urban Decay, your eyeshadows start to repeat. This one is all brand new, all never been seen, brand new colors, never. I have a lot of Urban Decay palettes, and a lot of these colors may look similar, but they are so different. So first of all, let's talk about packaging. Their packaging is new, just like, just like all their new stuff now. After they launched their lipsticks, the Revolution lipsticks that I'll leave my review down below. They changed all the packaging, they got a new powder, they have a new highlight, they have all these like face palettes. I mean, seriously, Urban Decay right now, on crack, to the max, full speed ahead, amazing products. So it comes in a little box like this with their kind of dark gray packaging, which is really pretty. Their typical kind of Old English lettering. And then the palette is purple, and it has one of those buttons here that when you click, it kind of opens up slowly. So that's a plus. I love that it clicks, and it also comes with a double-ended brush. I haven't used it, but I know the brushes that come in their palettes are really good. They're not like those palettes where you open them and right away throw away the brushes. So just by packaging alone, A+. Now, the coolest part is the inside, of course, and I'm actually wearing all the eyeshadows. All the eyeshadows that I'm wearing are from this palette, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit closer. So many of the eyeshadows in this palette are so unique because they have, like, you guys know how right now eyeshadows, like foil eyeshadows, are in style right now. Those are the really metallic eyeshadows that you can apply even wet, and they just look completely different on the eyelid. So many of these eyeshadows have a beautiful metallic finish without looking like, you know what I'm gonna say. So, a lady of the night. So they are just amazing. This color up here, when I first opened the palette, I was like, really, Urban Decay? 2 black shadows? I can't remember the last time I wore black eyeshadow, but once I swatched it, girl, they know what they're doing. So you guys see the 2 black colors here? The one in the corner is actually a black duochrome, and it has like a red sparkle in it. It is amazing. I'm gonna show you guys some swatches at the very end, so don't worry. But these are so incredible. My favorite by far of the entire palette is this purple color right here. It's what I'm wearing on the center of my eyelid. It is the most beautiful purple ever. You guys know, if you've been following me, that I am always on the hunt for pretty purple shadows. Well, this palette doesn't just have one pretty purple shadow, it has 2. I'm wearing them both. So, I mean, this palette is phenomenal. It totally sounds like I'm sponsored by Urban Decay, but no. If you guys have the opportunity and the means to get this palette, I swear you will not regret it. So this palette comes with 20 colors, and let me tell you what the problem is with most Urban Decay colorful palettes. They come out with these amazing palettes with cute little packaging, but you really can't make a whole look with what comes in here. And that's the problem. They just put a bunch of pretty colors that look cute together in the pans, but you really can't make a sensible daily eye look with them. You can make a fun look with them. You could do a pop of color with them, but you cannot do an everyday look with most Urban Decay colorful palettes unless you own like a naked palette. This palette has metallics, it has shimmers, it has mattes. This color down here is a matte, this color down here is a matte, this color right here is not a matte, but it is a universal everyday neutral color. So basically in this palette, let me tell you what you have. You have mattes, you have shimmers, you have metallics, you have duochromes, you have neutrals, did I already say that? You basically have an all-in-one palette. You could get really spunky, colorful looks. You could get really dark, smoky looks for like going out dancing with your girlfriends. I don't know, you know, a night look. Or you could get a everyday going to work with any of the colors that are down here. Seriously, you guys, this palette, I'm so surprised. When I heard that they were going to come out with the Vice 2 palette, I thought, okay, it's going to be another one of those palettes that has like a hot pink color, and like a lime green color, and like just a bunch of glitter, a ton of fallout, and I'm never ever going to reach for it. This sucker has everything. I mean, it even has jewel tones. So it was released just in time for the season, and you could use it all the entire year. So released just in time. Look at these beautiful two colors right here. This is like a deep, almost like a sapphire blue, and then like a really deep, just a rich emerald color. This color right here, amazing. So basically, Urban Decay came out with 20 brand new colors. They put it in a convenient hard case eyeshadow palette that doesn't look, you know, cheap like e.l.f. stuff. They threw in a really high quality heavy brush. So on the go, you have all your stuff in this palette. Not to mention that it has colors for the season, neutrals for every day, fun colors for those of you that like to be adventurous with your eyeshadows. The eyeshadows are not chalky, they are not dusty, and I'm not sure if you guys remember, but back in the day when Urban Decay was doing these kinds of palettes, kind of like Urban Decay or Midnight Cowboy collections, these were beautiful eyeshadows, but the amount of glitter that fell on your face was ridiculous. I mean, even if you did your eyeshadow first and then your foundation, it was still a nightmare to get rid of all that fallout. These do not have that much fallout. Their shadows aren't glittery. This time around, they don't feel glittery. They feel almost like a creamy metallic. I really hope I'm describing it well for you guys, but for the amount of color payoff that they give, I basically got no fallout. The only fallout that I got was a little bit on my nose, and that's when I was trying to do the really dark purple down here. If you decide to make an investment in a holiday palette for this year, 2013, my money is totally on this palette. I know so many companies are going to launch their holiday products really soon, but I'm really glad that Urban Decay launched early because seriously, it's definitely worth it. So here's kind of a close-up for you guys. I'm going to show you guys swatches on my arm, but just so you can get a general idea, I mean, look at how amazing these colors are. Those jewel tones that I was telling you about right here, perfect for this coming season. Then we have a bottom row. Even though some of these are shimmery, they are perfect for work, for just an everyday look. It's always nice to just have a little bit of sparkle too. You guys know, if you're a girly girl, you love your sparkle. So if you guys are interested in getting this palette, it is limited edition, so I would highly suggest you get it as soon as you can. It will be available at Ulta, Sephora. It's already available at urbandecay.com. I'm really happy with it, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys some swatches at the end, but the amount of looks that you can create with these 20 eyeshadows is incredible. Urban Decay eyeshadow pans aren't as big as other holiday collections, like the Stila holiday collections or the Too Faced holiday collections, but you get more options, which is, I think, a little bit better. You guys know Too Faced recently released a holiday palette called Pretty Rebel, and I hauled it several weeks or months ago. I ended up returning it. I couldn't use it. I could not use that palette to create one look. I had to mix eyeshadows. You know, I had to combine different palettes. With this one, it didn't take rocket science. I sat down and in like 2 minutes, I came up with this. So I'm really excited to keep using it. Let me know in the comments section below if you are planning on getting any of these Urban Decay products for the holiday season. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see a tutorial on this look or any other looks with this palette. And thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I interrupted our normally scheduled coffee break with Danny, but I think this is definitely worth the interruption, don't you? I will link this palette down below. I think it's $59. In fact, I'm like 99% sure it's $59. It's $9 more expensive than like a naked palette, but it does have 20 colors versus the 12. And you guys, if you were thinking about getting the naked palette, or if you were thinking about getting any other holiday palette, your money should be on this. And the cool thing is too, don't be scared to order online. I know I'm super nervous to order eyeshadow products online because I think that they'll arrive broken. These guys at Urban Decay wrap their stuff so well, and they include awesome free samples. They even have this little foamy thing that goes on top, so there's like absolutely no movement. So not only does your product arrive safely, they sometimes throw in free samples. And the cool thing about including free samples when you buy from a company directly is that they'll often give you products that are brand new and that you wouldn't have tried, you know, if you hadn't gotten a free sample. And they actually included an eyeshadow primer potion that makes your eyeshadow last 24 hours, and it has anti-aging properties. It comes in this little pamphlet kind of thing that shows you kind of like a before and after. And the samples are really decent size. I mean, you only need like a fourth of a pea size for each eye. And the cool thing about this is that it's just as amazing as their primer potions, which I really like, but it also is clinically proven to be like an anti-aging product. You guys know how I feel about my panda eyes, and my panda eyes are starting to get wrinkly panda eyes. So I am so excited to use this. I'm wearing it under my eyeshadow now, and I love it because it's silky, but it still has a tiny bit of tackiness to it, and so your eyeshadows stick really well, and it makes those colors just pop. So if I can look fly with a really awesome eyeshadow look, and at the same time that primer is working to remove some of my old pandaness, I am all about it. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I didn't mean for this video to be this long. I'm just super excited. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or comments. And I think that's it. Until next time, guys, this coffee break is over. Keep watching if you want to see some swatches. Bye! Here's a close-up of our beautiful purpley plum palette. It's about the size of my hand. It comes with that NOOO click button closure that is so cool. It makes you feel like you're using a real high-end product. It has a really big, beautiful mirror that definitely helps you complete all your looks, and that really practical brush. Here you can see a close-up of the shadows. They come in a layout of a 5x4, and although the shadows appear to be typical Urban Decay glitter shadows, these to me seem to apply so much more easily. There was almost zero fallout, and they don't look glittery. In fact, they're almost like a creamy metallic. The best part of this palette is that bottom row of neutrals, so you basically can achieve any type of look you want to come up with this palette, because you have your neutrals, you have your crazy colors, and you have your smoky colors and jewel tones. Here you can see the first 10 shadows swatched on my arm, those beautiful jewel tones, the ones that are going to help you achieve that smoky eye look. And you even have that matte next to the purple that will be a really great transition color. are the other 10 shadows in the palette. More of taupey brown, then you have that classic silver and gold. Basically, girls, welcome to your new Holy Grail palette.